Hi, and welcome to your 8-minute yoga running warm-up. This will be a quick flow to get you ready and warm for running, so let's get started. Step your feet about hip-width apart and begin to rock side to side, letting your arms hang loose, just warming up the spine and the body. Taking deep breaths here, feeling some movement. Center yourself, bring your arms up and overhead for a full body stretch. Side body and arms. You can rock side to side here. Working out any stiffness. And let's go into our first chair pose. Send the hips back, arms up overhead. And lift up, full body stretch, hips back, chair pose, breathing, and up, and sit back once more, chair pose here, stand back up, this time fold all the way forward into our forward fold here, bend the knees as much as you need, rock side to side here, feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. From here, plant your palms and step it back to downward facing dog. Let's take our dog for a walk here, stretching out through the calves and the feet, bending the knees, one after the other. Come to stillness here. And then let's lift our right leg up, three-legged dog, bending the knee so that it's pointing up towards the sky. Begin to do circles with the knee, working on warming up the hip and opening up the hip joint here. Really important for running to have warm hips. And once you've done circles on both sides, lower the leg and let's switch to the other side. Three-legged dog, knee towards the ceiling, and go for some hip circles here. Great. Switch to the other direction. And release. From here, look forward and come into plank position. Engage your core, press through your palms. Let's lower down to our belly. And from here, grab the right toes or ankle for a quad stretch while lying. Support your head or your chin on your opposite hand. And just breathe here and release. Grab the other foot for a quad stretch on the other side. Good. Release here. Plant the palms. Come up for a cobra or baby cobra pose here. Tuck the toes. Send it back up to downward facing dog. From here, lift the right leg and send it up and in between your hands. We're coming into a lunge here or runner stretch. You can keep the back knee lifted or lowered. Feel a stretch through the front leg and in the hips. Some small movements can help warm up the body here. And then push your hips back, pointing your toes up towards the ceiling, straightening that front leg. If you'd like, you can point and flex the toe to feel some different muscles stretching. Then plant the foot back, come forward, tuck the back toe, send the foot back into downward facing dog. Let's go on the other side. Left leg lifts up and comes in between the hands for our lunge here, rocking back and forth. Then lower the back knee and toes. You can lift up or keep your hands planted. Feeling a stretch through that right hip, right front leg. Good. Let's send our hips back, toes pointing towards the ceiling. And begin to point and flex the foot, stretching out the ankle, the hamstrings. Good. Now roll forward, plant the palms, untuck the back toes, and send it back to downward facing dog. One final stretch in dog here. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold. Rock side to side. And come up for a halfway lift, hands on knees, and release forward, and roll it all the way up, hands overhead, come together at the heart. Great. Let's go through one sun salutation here. So come into our forward fold, halfway lift, plant the palms, step back to plank pose, lower down to the belly, come up for cobra, tuck the back toes, push up and back into downward facing dog, walk your hands to meet your feet, halfway lift, and release, and roll it all the way up, hands overhead, hands in prayer. Great job. For our final pose here, step the feet wide. We're coming into a goddess pose here. Lower down into a plie, hands on the thighs, and drop one shoulder in and the other, warming up our quads, stretching the shoulders and the back. Move from side to side. Rise back up, jump your feet together, and you're ready for your run. Namaste.